Okay, okay, guys. Like we're back right now with the overall breakdown of how we're going to the mistakes we made, things that we could have done better, and kind of good to constantly just be journaling and you know figuring out like what is it that you're doing wrong. You got to see this thing as like a marathon and not just a race. You know what I'm saying? Not just trying to sprint to the end goal, but really trying to improve yourself constantly. And there's mistakes being made. Lack of discipline, I can assume that, or I could actually see the results of lack of discipline and seeing what it is doing to the trading specifically, right? So let's take a look at GBP AUD. GBP AUD is pretty damn good. Okay, so GBP AUD, it's kind of like this up here, just and you know, replay this for a bit. Let's replay it. Starting there. Okay, bomb. Right there. Okay, so what I was looking at is that GPAs was kind of giving me the idea of a positive rejection to continue to the upside, right? Like this. That's the idea I was looking for. Do could have seen that happening? Possibly, but there was a like, how can I say, a 50-50 chance of it going in either direction. And that is the mistake that was made. You have to understand that when it comes down to this, you want the most high probability setup that you can have. And that's all to you, how can I say, looking for something that seems like the chances and the odds are higher than the other, right? And there was a chance of this continuing downward, right? It looks possible, right? And I can say like that's what happened. Believe it, right? It continued to the downside, kind of reversing up, which is the level where price continues to reverse up on. I wouldn't say it was a fair trade, but once price hit this pattern right here, usually a reversal pattern, an engulfing followed by a like candle and a doji. Clear sign of reversal, right? So that did not work out to our favor. Um, Seeing that fail, and that's cool. It was history. It is what it is. Now I was just looking for more high probability setup. Like I said, the trade that I did miss was CAD JPY. Looking at CAD JPY, clean setup. Price came about here. Bullish vibes. Price the rejection here. Continuing to the upside. And when it's continuing to the upside, close above here. Retest candle, which we usually, go for. It hit that right there. Retest candle, 4 hours came here. We had again, we sit right here. We drop this right here. Looking for a 50 structure within this level. Let's see what 50 structure we get out of this level. Wow. So as soon as price, it closed above this level here, the minute at this same specific area right here, I'll let you guys know right here. Literally, just with the area right here, this point right here, for the point of reference where price, you know, did what it was supposed to do, and now it's the engulfing right there. Literally, look at that. Literally the exact point. Look at that intersection, right? Price it at the intersection. Price came back, retested. Bomb. Here. Interesting. Buys up to the upside. So what level are we looking for? This level right here. Bomb. Cross point. Now look at this. Price came above this cross point. Above this cross point, and now look. Would have missed on a 2.6. You know what I'm saying? You would have got two times, like basically three wins in one, right? So this was a better trade. But I ended up taking PAUD. That actually didn't work out, but things like that seem to happen quite often. Um, and you can't control it. That's part of the use rate. Just how everything, it's just like how your strategy has a win rate and their belief is low. So it's attached that you cannot disattach. So both of those are associated with each other. So there's no way of avoiding that. That's just what happened. Look at the UCAD vibe. Like literally UCAD was something I was interested in, but it just didn't get me what I was wanting. And it's cool. I didn't enter GP of 8 next week waiting for that to fully come down and give us the vibes that we're looking for. And then we're at it again. But I want to add to my list based on the week. Let me write this down. Right, let's write this down so yeah, you guys can actually see it. Based on the weekly, the YSC price going in only one direction or both. And if it's both, then it's not a a high probability trade, right? I want you guys to keep that in mind, right? So based on the weekly, it does weekly do high and do I price going in only one direction or both. If it's both, then it's not a high probability trade. It's simple as that. So it's not high probability. You see going in both directions, right? Keep in mind, you have to look at you're trying to get the best odds in your favor. Like that's the whole point of the game, bro. Like I don't think you're gonna accomplish what you want to accomplish if you have to go in both ways, right? You want to look for the most high probabilities, and it may take you a week, it may take you two, but if you patiently wait on it, it's going to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to happen. So let's kind of break down some things, some other ones that we're looking at, and see what like XRP and Bitcoin is doing, and see what that looks like. XRP on a weekly, this is like so it's just the vibes we're going for. All right, guys. Hey guys, sorry about that. But just, just had to get some things handled. I mean, like, the BTC not decent any buys right now. It's down, can go up possibly. I don't care, right? It's just keeping it as real as possible when it comes down to that, right? We're just looking at, just saying, well, let's claim it at the vibe I'm looking for. Um, first, you know, it, like this because nah, it's like too high right now. Not interested. Simple as that. Okay, love that. I can see price continuing up. Okay, I don't know what that's going to do. So why would I even waste time with that one, right? Like, but if you don't see it going anywhere, you're confused about the direction, then just avoid it. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, just chill. This one, you can see the direction it was heading, right? So the power is ready to continue up, right? I'm not trying to. The issue with the previous one is I was trying to pick the bottom. I didn't know the bottom. I was trying to pick the bottom, and they hit that they picked that. So weekly, bearish, daily, and I mean, it's just, I mean, it could continue down some more. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not interested in that. That's cool. Daily vibes, NZD, not, you know, let's see what I think about that. Daily, didn't, you know, daily is bullish, so that's the reason I avoided that there. This could continue upwards. I believe so, right? I believe so. So I ain't tripping. Like, so listen what I'm talking about. Look how obvious this is. What other direction do you see this headed? This is what I'm talking about. What other direction do you see this headed? I cannot see this heading downwards right now. You know what I'm saying? It's going up. So it makes sense to, okay, cool, bomb up, okay, up, dozy, okay, cool. Well, all right, cool. Vibes, I'm up and adding. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple as that. 80 JPY. You know what I'm saying? Like you just ask yourself comments and questions, just like this. Where do you see it's going? Up. How is it going nowhere else? Right? It's simple as that. Bomb. Where's this going? Possibly up, but I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? It's it's just being able to understand like where is it going weekly, is it going up or down? I may not be able to tell you exactly where it's going, but like commonly, like with just a clear response, then it's not clear. I'm not able to just look at it if it's going up. Then what like it's not high probability. I gotta like figure it out. It's not avoid that, John. Right? If you feel good, and they making garbage. Bomb. Now, if this price goes below here, then most likely, what am I looking for? Price bomb, bearish, bullish, bearish. Most likely, where it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So that could be something that I'm possibly looking forward to enter from that point to this point, the next inning, right? Just using common sense. You see the, you see, that's not just to close straight. Simple as that, guys. Being able to understand number one, adding this to the list that's in my journal and being able to journal tomorrow, where it's just that the weekly bias overpowers everything. The weekly overpowers everything. But the weekly bias is telling us where it's telling us where it's going to be. So if it's looking like, okay, cool, it's not confused, it's not telling you it's going bogus, for that week, then just avoid it. Like the trade that I took, just one more time to point it out, the trade that I entered in was a terrible one. I can admit that. Because when I'm looking at the weekly, right? I'm looking at the weekly that just like run this John back, right? Let's just run this John back right here. It shows me that it's possibly still going down for the week. Possibly. Yes, it's bullish, but it's telling me that, you know what I'm saying? But I did misinterpret this candle as a rejected candle for to go to the upside, right? But it wasn't fully clear. So now if this closes at the doji, then I'm considering that John, right? But keep this in mind. one big candle, three candles, then I'll enter. Right. So I honestly saw by the direction, like to continue down some more and then, get hit of the week and then continue up. I went to saw by the direction. I made that mistake. I need to be more attentive next time. So, man, love you guys. Be safe, man.